Yo, what's good, what's good, what's good? How's everybody doing today? I was like, whoa, I'm forgetting something. I was like, oh yeah, I should probably be on the screen. Got some great questions, would love to ask. We'll space them out. Sounds good. Arkham sounds good. How's everybody doing today? Everybody having a good week? Everybody have a good weekend, I guess would be a more appropriate question, since the week is just now starting. It's only Tuesday after all. Things are pretty chill on my end. Had the typical weekend excursion, got to hang out with my boys. We tried out a little bit of the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls open beta, I believe, that they had going over the weekend, and had a lot of fun with that. The game feels pretty good. However, they've definitely got to work on their optimization. The game needs some work in the optimization department. I swear it was practically chewing up and spitting out the PC rig every time we booted up the game. Actually just starting it up is what really did a number on it. But other than that, we had a good time playing it. Tried out most of the characters. I'm kind of feeling some of them so far. Not sure who I'd be maining as of right now, but I'm definitely enjoying the feel of Penny Parker, and Danger also felt pretty good to me. I was surprised to hear that Danger was actually like the least played character from the demo. So I guess I'll have to carry the flag for all the robot fuckers out there, since apparently we're a dying breed. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Not too much to complain about. I'm going to see Spider-Man this weekend as well, so look forward to the movie review, probably coming sometime next week. My schedule has been a little bit more packed lately because we've started doing the discussion segments and the reaction videos every stream and stuff like that. So it's been a little harder to keep on top of things, but I will still prioritize actually editing and uploading the movie review for the new Spider-Man movie, just so that I can keep up the tradition. Still to this point, I think that the movie reviews are the best performing things that go up on my channel, aside from the shorts. So I'll definitely prioritize in my schedule actually getting that up. So keep your eyes peeled, look forward to that. Probably get it out there sometime around the middle of the week. Not super sure what day exactly that would be yet. Just because the way the whole editing schedule works now. Plus, next week is a 3-stream week, so that'll also cut into the time that I have to work on the video and whatnot. But other than that, good stuff all around. Now, I didn't come up with a game to play in place of Pokopia until the DLC drops. So for at least a couple weeks here, I'm probably gonna be hitting these. Excuse me. I'm probably gonna be hitting these little Pokemon Champions streams, or at least until I find something better to be playing. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna do, but I'm like, it's something I can play. It's something that I can play and like easily keep up with chat and interact with them and all that good stuff. So I figured better this than nothing. So until we find a proper replacement, or until Pokopia comes back, whichever comes first, we'll be hitting a couple of these Pokemon Champion streams in between the other stuff that we're playing. We're gonna be continuing with the no beta streams and the Pokemon Yellow streams as well. Those will go on as planned. So the only thing that's currently slotted in is Pokemon Champions. That all being said, though, I don't really have much else that I need to update y'all on. This is still early in the week, so not too much exciting stuff going on. So we're probably just gonna go ahead and get into the gaming in just a moment here. and we'll see what happens. We'll take things as they come from there. So I'm gonna let this music rock. I'm gonna get my capture pulled up, and then we'll go ahead and get into the Pokemon Champions gaming. So bear with me for just a sec while I get all this stuff going. Oh, and forgive me if I'm a little bit more subdued today. My throat is still chewed up from last week. I think eventually I'll probably adapt to it, but the first week that we just left of doing the discussions plus the reactions and all that stuff, and just the general extra stream time, because we've been tacking on like an extra hour and a half to our usual stream time. I think it's been pretty rough on my vocal cords since I'm not acclimated to doing it. So hopefully that'll kind of get settled in and it won't be as much of an issue in the following weeks. But for now, I'm still on recovery mode, so bear with me if I'm a little bit reserved and toned back and all that stuff. Probably good to go ahead and cut the music here, and then we'll swap scenes. Okie dokie. Yeah, I mean, my energy's still good. I'm well rested today. It's just I don't know how loud I can reasonably make myself, you know? Obviously, I'm not typically like a super ultra hype reactor kind of guy, but I think as far as the discussion segment and the reaction segment goes, it might be where it's taken the biggest toll, but we'll see. Maybe things will be fine. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me move myself over just a little bit. Am I looking here? Should I make myself bigger? Should I make myself smaller? I think size-wise I look okay. Here are my stuff. Okay. And how is the audio? Is the audio good? Should I raise it or lower it some? Maybe raise it a tiny bit. Something like that. That's probably good. Okie dokie. Let me set up my timer. I'll do my little intro bit, and then we'll. Oh, fuck! I got something in my eye. Hold on. I got something in my eye. Come on now. Okay. Almost got it. Son of a bitch. Whatever this is really in there. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Whew. Damn, have we really been going for 14 minutes already? Hold on, let me lock in. Shia, how are you? We're doing pretty good. My throat is a little bit chewed out from 3 streams of back-to-back discussion segments and everything. I'm still getting acclimated to that, but we press forward. We're gonna keep things going. Doing a little bit of Pokemon Champions today. I was just about to lock in and do my intro segment, so we'll be getting into the game in just a second. We just gotta do the little intro bit first. Okay, alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, SugarBearVT, and we are back for some more Pokemon Champions. Now, it's been a little while here since we touched Pokemon Champions. We haven't played it since the game first came out. I haven't really made it like a regular thing on the channel, mostly because I'm not particularly good at competitive Pokemon, but since I didn't come up with a good replacement idea for our Pokopia streams in the interim while we wait for the DLC to drop, I figured might as well slot something else Pokemon related in there just to fill the void while we figure out something else for a more long-term playthrough. But we're here. I don't know what, if anything, has been added to the game in the time since we last played, but we're gonna figure that out together. I have logged on and done some casual matches here and there on my own time, but this is the first time we brought it back on the channel, so hopefully we can get ourselves climbing some ranks or something like that. I'm pretty sure the season is already reset since I last played, so we're probably back down at the bottom, but maybe we can climb up a little bit today. But first, let me see what we got here. Get some items. Maybe I should do some recruitments as well to start things off. Unclaimed rewards. Let's just claim it all. VP points, quick coupons. Nothing too good. Why does it say I still have stuff? Oh, do I have to delete these? Oh, I do. I have to manually delete them. That blows. Alright, this is probably a way for me to select them. I just don't know how. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did actually change the visual style for our little chat bubbles there. So when you guys chat now, there will be a little black backdrop against it, so it will be easier to read. That's mostly for me and to benefit my my editing grind, because I like to put the little messages whenever I'm responding to somebody's question as part of a short or on stream. I like to put the little bubble up on the screen so that people know what I'm responding to. And lately on some of my streams, it's been a little harder to do that because like the messages will blend into the background. So got the little bubble on there now. Hopefully that looks good. But there is one more thing I want to check before we start getting into this. I want to see if they added anything new cosmetic-wise to the shop. Any good cosmetics? I don't see any new throwing styles, so I'll probably stick to what I have. Yeah, these all look like the same stuff. Same victory poses. Have they at least added some clothes or something? Anything new? Anything new? Nope, this once again looks like the same stuff. I just assume when you don't play for as long as I have, that they would have added something, but I guess they're slacking. Whatever. It's not a huge deal. I got a decent enough fit going here. We'll hit one quick recruitment. Maybe we'll get somebody good. Oh, there's a new lineup of Pokemon. At least I think there's a new lineup. I don't remember the Hoenn starters being the cover for this. Oh, I didn't even realize there's like a gotcha banner thing. I didn't even know that this swapped like that. So let's I wouldn't mind a Swampert. Swampert could be good. Yeah, we do a little Gamba. Little Gamba ain't never hurt nobody. Anything sparkly or shiny? Nope. Lopunny, that's not bad. We already have a Lopunny though, so Toucanon, I'm not really a Toucanon fan. Machamp, Ragulge? I don't know how to pronounce that. Hydreigon, Lycanroc. Serperior is nice, I like Serperior. But that's just a pure grass type, so eh. Alolan Ninetales, Heracross, and Cleavor. Eh. I don't think any of these are particularly crazy. Heracross, maybe. I like Heracross enough, but I guess if I had to pick one, I'll pick Serperior. Dragalge? Is that right? I'll just take it on a trial basis. I don't know that I'll actually keep it. And maybe one more quick Gamba. And still no shiny. You know, I've still yet to get a single shiny in this game, which is kind of a bummer. But right off the bat here, love Golurk. Golurk's a favorite of mine, but we already have a Golurk, so that's not a huge deal. Serena is nice. Definitely not motivated by any ulterior motives in relation to design or nothing like that. But I mean, of the lot here, the only ones where I'm like kind of worth it would be maybe Flapple or Serena. I love Serena's design, and Flapple dragon types are obviously always in. It's never a bad time to have a dragon type. I mean, Arcoolodon is also a dragon type, but I just think it's ugly. I'll just take Serena, also on a trial basis. Doubling up on the pure grass types here. Okay. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't even worry your sweet little head about ulterior motives. Go ahead and claim that. All right, let's see what we're looking like over here in the battle department. We've already been going for nearly 7 minutes without jumping into a battle, so. Season ends in 7 days. Well, it's a little late for me to actually make anything of this season, but I figure we might as well just jump in with the team that we were using last time. As you can see here, we got Tyranitar, Sylveon, Milotic, Dragonite, Salazzle, and Frostlass. Frostlass, obviously, with the Mega Stone on there. Mega Frostlass has got me a couple clutch wins because of the old Destiny bond. So hopefully we can at least climb our way out of the Pokeball tier, get our way back into Great Ball tier. So I'm gonna stick with singles. I know that I only did singles the last time we played. I just don't really care for doubles. I've said this before. The reason that I don't really play this game like that is because I'm not good at competitive Pokemon, like, at all. I am purely a vibes-based trainer. I just kind of do what I want to do. But, okay, I see a Mawile in there. I could probably throw in Salazzle for the Steel-type advantage. Always good to have a Dragon type. Salazzle could also handle Meowscarada because of the Grass advantage, so I'll throw in Salazzle as well. They don't have any Dragon types on their team, so I can probably avoid the Frostlass. I doubt that they use it, but I'm gonna bank on Milotic for just on the off chance that they use Garganacl. I don't have any particular reason to believe that they will use Garganacl, but the Milotic could also help me against Charizard. And considering that it's the shiny Charizard, they'll probably just have it on there just for the sake of showing off the shiny. Oh, I just realized the Mawile's shiny too. Their whole clique is shiny. Whatever. I can't even base anything on anything. Yeah, I'm purely a vibes-based trainer. Oh my god, they actually use Garganacl. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty much just a vibes-based trainer. I don't really have much to, I don't really put much thought into what I form my teams around other than not doubling up on any particular typing. I try to get full coverage on the different typings by having, as many different type coverage as I can, but that's about, oh, fuck me. That's about as far as I get. What do you mean I'm being salt cured? What the fuck does that do? I haven't played Scarlet and Violet yet, so I don't know. I don't know anything about Garganacl other than I like the design, but that doesn't really help me here. Whenever we get around to playing Scarlet and Violet on the channel, I'll more than likely have a Garganacl on my team, just because I love salt. I love the flavor of salt And there, oh, full heal there. Ugh. Okay, I'm relying on you, Surf. Salt cures chip damage? Okay, well, yeah, I could gather that much because it did a little bit of baby damage. Damn, they got some pretty as fuck little anime eyes on them, huh? Damn, Argonacle hung on there. Whew! That did some wild little bit of damage there. I'm gonna be completely honest, I totally lost my train of thought. I don't remember what, if anything, I was talking about. Okay, I'll just go for another Ice Beam. Oh yeah, I was talking about the way that I form my teams. Yeah, I go for like type coverage, but that's about it. I don't really pay attention to like what's meta in the Pokemon scene or doing like I always see those clips pop up in my feed from that one fan-made Pokemon Battle Simulator that used to be like super popular. I don't know how many people still play it, but you probably know which one I'm talking about. And I always see those people popping up with like crazy teams of like Pokemon, like unsuspecting Pokemon that you wouldn't expect to win, and then they just steamroll. I'm like, I am not at all paying attention to that side of the Pokemon scene. I know that they nerfed... I'm pretty sure they nerfed sleep in this game last season. But I'm going to take the risk here. Okay, they're taking their time here, so... My fucking throat feels so weird right now. Like, whenever I start to, like... I don't know how to, like, word this in, like, a normal person way. Like, just a way that makes sense. But you know how when you, like, get ready to say something in a loud way, and you, like, charge up your throat? I guess is a way to word it. Like, your throat muscles like tense up as you're like getting prepared to say something loudly. Like whenever I'm about to start talking, my throat just clenches up in a really uncomfortable way, and I'm like, fuck, that hurts. Fuck, I'll just take advantage of the Pokemon being asleep. Heal myself up a little bit. Another one of these. I think they limited it to only like 2 or 3 turns, so after this I should probably withdraw. But yeah, not to give too many spoilers, but I actually do have a... Ooh, that's rough. I actually do have a Pokemon-related article that we're doing for today's article segment, so look forward to that. It's actually in relation to something that we covered briefly back during our Mario playthrough, our Mario Galaxy playthrough. So that'll be a fun little callback to playthroughs of the bygone days. Shit. Fuck it, we Dragonite. Which version of Ash Ketchum is your personal favorite or consider his strongest team? Line out Kanto, Orange Islands, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, or Univers, Kalos. I mean, this is like purely, once again, I'm a vibes-based guy, and this is also like very heavily nostalgia-driven, but I'd probably say Hoenn. Ash always has that thing about, always has that like benefit of like having all the starters on his team, so that you always get that kind of benefit. But I feel like my favorite personality-wise was always his Grovyle during the Hoenn Age, and I believe he had Grovyle going into Sinnoh as well, or like at the start of Sinnoh before the full team with you, because I'm pretty sure Grovyle was in the Lucario movie, but oh, that's right, I forgot about the fucking disguise. But yeah, so probably Hoenn. I feel like of all his Pokemon's like personalities, his Grovyle probably had the most like influence on me in the way that I felt about a Pokemon. Like to this day, I probably still feel like Grovyle is cooler than Sceptile, and that's purely because of the anime carry. His Sinnoh team is also obviously very good, but I feel like that also that like evokes the same energy as it evokes like the same energy as like the what's your favorite Pokemon gen kind of question, because your favorite team is gonna have the Pokemon from your favorite gen. Those two things go kind of hand in hand. I'm gonna be cutting it close here. Gonna be cutting it real fucking close. Well, we might as well get a poison off. Okay, fuck me. Yeah, he's about to one-shot. Oh no, I have the speed advantage, so that's nice. And I just got nuked. Oh no! I am alive somehow. Okay, I'll just fucking Sludge Bomb again. Poison, please. Poison. Fuck me. Okay. Can Milotic hang in there long enough to land literally any move? I'm just gonna go for the fucking Ice Beam. The Johto team is also very nice. I mean, like I said, you kind of run into like the same stuff over and over again of like half his team is going to be built up of starters, so your opinions on the starters of each region is also going to heavily influence the way you feel about any of Ash's teams. Ash's teams practically exist to sell you whatever new game just came out. Oh, please don't one-shot me. Okay, no, we're still in it. I think we win. Yeah, there we go. GG's, Isobe. Gengar and Meyer too, you know, maybe they're a little goated. We're just gonna keep going with another one. Try to get the, if we can score a couple of wins, we'll get the little bonus XP. Okay, what are we up against this time? Okay, so we got a Gengar in there. Garchomp. It's probably a safe bet to say they're gonna use Garchomp. They could also use Hydreigon. Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say they're probably gonna open with Gengar, so I will combat that with Frostlash. I'll immediately go Mega instead of Destiny Bond, and we'll go Mon for Mon. After that, I'm gonna bank on them using Garchomp, and then they've got a couple Steel types on there with the fucking sword one. I'm blanking on the name. Then Corviknight and. Yeah, so same setup, practically the same setup as last type, sans Dragonite. I never understood that after all these years, Ash traveled through different regions, yet he's still 10 years old. Well, didn't he have a birthday? I could have swore Ash aged up at least once throughout the series. But that's kind of besides the point. I mean, in the same way that... like, in real life, a person can travel around the world in, like, a year. Traveling between region to region, like, yeah, doing it on foot is difficult, but there's also time skips in between towns. Sometimes they would hop on a mode of transportation, they would ride a boat, they would get on a train, they would hitch a ride with somebody else, they would get on a balloon or some... I was right about they always hit the Gengar opener. They always hit the Gengar opener. But, yeah, I mean, it's not impossible to do those things. It might be a little far-fetched, considering most of his journey was also on foot. Also, unintentional pun. Farfetch'd is also a Pokemon. But, you know, I probably should have Destiny Bonded right off the bat. Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the ass. Yeah, I should have Destiny Bonded right off the bat. I'm fucking stupid. I wasn't expecting him to go Mega. I was expecting it to take at least 2 turns. So this kind of fucks my whole plan now. My only real option here is to use Melodic, because I don't have the Sludge Bomb advantage, and Flames do pretty much nothing against Gengar. Yeah, I might have just thrown that, like, completely. Yeah, somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain that Ash is, like, at least 11 or 12 by the time the Pokemon series ends. Yeah, I don't think I can take another one of those, but he can't take another Surf either, so I guess we'll see. Oh, great. Fucking Destiny Bond, of fucking course. Yeah, he already knew, remember that time that Dawn rage-baited Paul when he claimed he didn't remember her? To be perfectly honest, I do not have very clear memories of the Sinnoh era, like, at all. I am on my anime rewatch right now, but I am still in Kanto. My Pokemon rewatch has been very slow. Because I only hit, like, a couple episodes on Saturday mornings, and maybe on Sunday if I have extra time. So, I'm not... It'll be a while before I'm reminded about anything like that. Great. And I'm probably getting one shot. Yep, there we go. I can't believe I fucking threw in the first turn. Son of a bitch. Yep, right back down to nothing. I'm gonna go fucking do another pull. The only thing that can fix my mood is Gamba. After, at the end of the day, all I have left is Gamba. Fuck! Hold on, let me return somebody. I'm sure there's some Pokemon in here that I'm not using. Shit. I tried using Decidueye, Hisuian form, but it kind of fucking sucks. How do I get rid of a Pokemon? Can I not, like, release a Pokemon, or do I have to do that in the recruitment section? Ah, it's recruitment section. So... shit. We can probably ditch... So we can Decidueye. We can probably ditch... A lot of these guys will get ditched once I get around to the Fire Red and Leaf Green playthrough. Because I'll be doing the Fire Red and Leaf Green playthrough on the official version released on the eShop rather than emulating it. So by the time we're done with that playthrough, those Pokemon will get moved over to Pokemon Home and then eventually into here. So all the Pokemon like Blastoise will be replaced, Raichu will be replaced, Gengar will be replaced. All of those will be replaced with the actual named versions of those Pokemon. But, I don't really care for Whimsicott. I love Ariados, but Ariados is just weak. It doesn't really do anything to benefit me. How Creamy can probably go. I'll just return a lot of these, a lot of these timed Pokemon. In your opinion, which retro Pokemon game do you enjoy the most? Fire Red Leaf Green or Heart Gold Soul Silver? I mean, nostalgia would probably say Heart Gold, or would probably say Fire Red Leaf Green, because that's probably the Pokemon game I played the most. I have gone through and played Fire Red Leaf Green dozens upon dozens upon dozens of times, like to the point that I couldn't even tell you how many times I played through Fire Red Leaf Green. But I also do just think that the Johto games are better. I do think that Gold and Silver are better than Red and Blue, or Red and Green. And I do think that Heart Gold Soul Silver is probably the best of the Pokemon remakes. I do not think that there is a single Pokemon remake that comes even remotely close to being as good as Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So I like both, but I'll just lock in and say that Soul Silver is probably the best of the retro Pokemon games. Now, let's hit a couple more recruitments, then we'll do a few more battles, and then we'll call it for the first video. Still no Sparkles. Lucario, not bad, not bad. I mean, cute, but I'm not taking it. I love Hatterene. Hatterene's tempting. Psychic Fairy is a pretty good combination. We already got the Blastoise right now. Runa Regis is I don't really have any, like, concrete opinions. Plus, I already have a Ground Ghost type, with Golurk, so Not really a Chestnut fan, and I don't want any solo type, so I guess this is the day that I take Hatterene. Once again, I'll take it on a trial basis. Honestly, I might swap out Sylveon for Hatterene right now. If it does me well, I might just use a permanent recruitment. Okie dokie. Yeah. Yeah, we can go ahead and do We're about 30 minutes in right now. I could probably fit in, like, maybe another 2 battles for the first video. Yeah, let me, see here. Hyper Voice Moon. We haven't even really used Sylveon, so I'll just go ahead and swap Hatterene in there, and I'll take the, I don't think I want the Choice Scarf. I don't think I do. Do I have anything better that I can give her? Not really. I'll just give her a Citrus Berry. Okay. That's enough changing. Oh, let me sip my water real quick. Oh, got another guy whose name I cannot read. Oh, hold on. I got distracted looking at my other monitor. Okay, Gardevoir, Heracross, Strompa, Azumarill, Corviknight, and Abomasnow. Okay, so right off the bat, Salazzle is probably a safe bet. That covers Corviknight, Abomasnow, and Heracross. Dragonite's always a safe bet. Dragon type, good stuff. And then Psychic can go blow for blow with Gardevoir, or Psychic can go blow for blow with Ghost. So I'll lock in Frostlass. Last question before the discussion part. Which Gen 1 Legendary, including Lugia, is your most favorite? Lugia isn't a Gen 1 Legendary, though. Lugia is a Gen 2 Legendary. On a technical level, they knew of Lugia and Ho-Oh before Gen 2, but the Pokemons were not, those Mons were not unveiled for the first time until Gen 2. Like, they were not capturable or in a game, so I'm not gonna count Lugia. Lugia, I will firmly say, is a Johto Pokemon, is a Gen 2 Pokemon. But so Gen 1 would include Mew, Mewtwo, Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres. Oh, you're specifically asking about, like, the legendary birds, and you're tacking Lugia onto that because of Pokemon the Movie 2000 and Lugia's connection to the legendary birds in that movie. Okay. So, Articuno is my favorite of the legendary birds from Gen 1. But Lugia is my favorite legendary, period. Lugia is my favorite legendary Pokemon, like, flat out, point blank, end of discussion, my favorite legendary across the entire series. So, that's not really a fair comparison. So I'm going to make the decision now to exclude Lugia from the discussion and just talk about the birds. And the answer is Articuno. During my Pokemon Go days, I was on Team Mystic. I was insta-locked in. Between design-wise, typing-wise, overall vibes, I just like Articuno more than Moltres and Zapdos. But if I was to rank them in a specific order, I would probably say Articuno 1, Zapdos 2, Moltres 3. Sorry, Moltres fans, but I think Moltres is just by comparison. Zapdos looks cool because the spiky wings are just badass. And then Articuno, obviously, I've already explained, so. Also, we're not going to talk about how quickly I fucking watched that guy. He got really unlucky with me hitting the Salazzle opener. That was very unlucky. But you know, part of picking the team is you gotta think inside your opponent's head, and I'm on top of my game today. I'm on top of my game today, boys. Ignore the fact that I threw in the first turn last time, but we're on top of it now. Okay, and once again, a name that I cannot read. Okay, so got some ice type in there. He's also got a bunch of dragons, so okay. We're gonna lock in both Dragonite and Frostlass for the dragon type advantage, because I'm pretty sure I have Ice Beam on my Dragonite. So yeah, I have Ice Beam on Dragonite, so that'll help me against the dragons, on top of the Frostlass, because he's just got, between Dragonite and Garchomp, I don't know which, or probably both, if I was to really narrow it down. He's probably going to use both, so I'm going to need the power against the dragon types. And then beyond that, I don't think... Fuck, what should I do here? You know what? We're gonna give Hatterene her flowers. We're gonna see what she can do. Maybe she'll come in clutch. I've always liked Articuno. He's my personal favorite. I know some people think Articuno's female, but it depends on your fanfic ideas. I mean, of all the legendary birds, Articuno definitely has the most feminine vibes. Actually, now that I really think about it, I could even say that Moltres, I would say, has more feminine vibes than Articuno. Now, personally, I would probably say that Articuno is a girl. I think that Articuno is a girl. But reading like the vibes, especially like Moltres just has a very soft face. Its hair is the flowing fire hair. It just seems very feminine. So I think that of all of them, if any of them are a girl, it would probably be Moltres. But I do also think that Articuno is probably a woman. Are you just going full defensive here? Is that what we're doing? Come on, you can't protect forever. You can't protect forever. Gonna get some burn on there. I think he's cooked after this next hit. Yeah, I think the damage that he takes from this next Fire Blast is gonna finish him off. Oh, and he immediately jumped out of it. Okay. I'll be honest, I didn't know that was a thing that you could do with Substitute, but okay. We're just gonna keep using Fire Blast, because I really don't know what to do about this. I've never actually fought somebody who genuinely uses Substitute. Son of a bitch. This is just annoying. I don't like having to use my fucking brain when I play Pokemon. Whatever, extreme speed. Yeah, that fucking blows. You know, of all the Pokemon on their team, I was really, really counting on them not using Glalie. I've really put myself in a difficult position here not having Salazzle on my team. Like, one of the only times you don't catch me with Salazzle on the team. don't even know what any of these fucking moves do. Psychic. Psychic's powerful. But of course, they're just gonna keep protecting. How many points does Protect have? Because this is wearing thin on my nerves. Is it 5? Please tell me it's 5. I was really hoping that would do a little bit more damage. Okay. Just so you know, I do not forfeit. If you want to keep playing fucking back and forth game of the dang protects, we're going the full distance here. We're gonna take our time. What the fuck does Reflect do? I don't know nothing about this psychic type shit. Bitch. Yeah, this is probably getting cut out of the video. This is not at all fun to watch. I'll just include the part where I lose. That's pretty much guaranteed happening. I'm not even gonna bother Mega Evolving. It'll just make this last longer. Competitive Pokemon fucking sucks. Like, goddamn, just hit me with something. You've been boosting your attack literally since turn 1. Surely, by this point, you can just one-shot me. I stand by what I said. I do not suffer. I do not surrender. I do not forfeit. It's gonna use up as much of your time as it is mine. I am gonna check something on my other monitor though, since I've clearly got the time. Yeah. Bruh. This is genuinely so fucking obnoxious. Have you not caught on yet that I am just spamming Destiny Bond? Clearly I'm not fighting back. Just finish the damn battle. Like, thank you! Is that so fucking hard? God damn! Nah, you do not get my fucking accolades just because you saw fit to waste my fucking time. Like, it should have been, like, painfully clear at the start of that this was a mismatched thing, and you should just go ahead and fucking finish it, but no. You kept doing the fucking substitute shit, and you pissed me off. What a pain in the ass. Whatever. What an obnoxious way to end the first fucking video, man. Oh, God, and now I gotta edit all that out of the video. It's cutting into my fucking length time. Shit. Alright, whatever. Whatever, man. First video done. Let's go hit this discussion topic, and we'll be back for more of this bullshit later. Ugh. Off my fucking screen. I am gonna go ahead and close out of this fucking capture card shit, so that it's not constantly making noise in the background. Let's see, how are we for time right now? We're about an hour in. I have achieved very little. We are still at the bottom of Pokeball rank 1. Or rank 4. Ugh. Disgusting. Let me go ahead and change my stream title. What's a good title for this article? Okay, I think I spelled that right. Hop on over to just chatting. Alright, bingo bongo, we're looking good. I'm not gonna bother, once again, I'm not gonna bother changing the stream category over on YouTube. It just doesn't really seem worth it. Especially since YouTube, as far as I'm aware, doesn't really have, like, categories in that same kind of way. But let's see what we're dealing with here today. Shit. Okay. Let me hop on over here. Actually, first, let me mirror my thing because I always be forgetting to do that. Alright, Bellissimo, we are ready. Am I too big? How am I looking right now? I think I might be a little bit too tall, actually. There, that's not too bad, not too shabby. You're still here, but you don't have any questions? I mean, that's fine, man. We're happy to have you regardless of if you have questions, Arkham. A SugarBearVT classic. I have just spilled ice cold water all over myself. Love it. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and do like a little intro segment for this video. What sounds good? Sounds good. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, SugarBearVT, and we are back for another discussion video here. Now, today, I've actually got something returning to a previous topic that we discussed back during our Mario Galaxy playthrough, because we've actually got an update on the whole government ID situation. This feels like the natural progression of that. So here, part of the title is cut off, so I'm gonna read it to y'all so y'all know what I'm talking about. Pokemon makes facial recognition mandatory at New Japan TCG stores to combat scalping. This has been met with some mixed reception. I'll say that much. I don't much know how it's being received over on the JP side of things, but I know what people here in the West have had to say, so this is going to be an interesting little discussion topic, and this is, of course, being brought to you today by Dexerto. So let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit and get into the juice. Maybe scroll down a little bit more so y'all can see, like, there we go. Yeah, that's good. Pokemon is introducing mandatory facial recognition checks at 5 temporary Pokemon card stores in Japan, requiring shoppers to pass a scan before entering, or collecting a queue ticket. The system will be used at pop-up locations running from July 31st to August 16th at Aeon Mall Natori, Chofu Parko, Aeon Mall Higashiura, Aeon Mall Hiroshima Fuchu, and Aeon Mall Chikushino. All 5 stores are opening to celebrate the launch of the Pokemon TCG Mega Expansion Storm Emerald. They will sell Pokemon cards, Pokemon Center merchandise, plush toys, among other products as well, while all hosting the free event for players. Now, although Pokemon has not explicitly described facial recognition as an anti-scalping measure, the technology will prevent shoppers from entering multiple times to make additional purchases. So it's pretty easy there to make that link. Now, I would like to first link it back to what we were talking about back during the Mario Galaxy playthrough. I don't know how many of y'all were there for that, how many of y'all remember, but during a couple months ago, I think it's been about 2 months to maybe 2.5 at this point in time, but it was announced that the Pokemon Center stores would be issuing a new government ID policy, right? Now, this would mean that if you would have to present your government issued ID. This is over in Japan, and if your ID had been used previously, you could not shop there. So you could only shop there once a day. It would limit the amount of particular products that you could buy. I believe they were only applying it to certain limited products as well as TCG items, but this was like the introduction to this whole idea of like checkpointing people, I guess would be the way that I would put it, to ensure that people are not buying up all the products. And I believe this was also in talks to be applied to the online stores as well, as a preventative measure to keep people from overseas buying up all the product intended for the Japanese market. Now, obviously, going to facial recognition feels like a pretty hefty step up, some would say, from the government ID things, but I personally don't see them as too widely apart, because obviously, the Pokemon Center is not a government organization. The Pokemon Center would also need to be holding onto your ID scan or whatever else for a certain amount of time, the same way the Pokemon Center would need to hold onto your facial recognition, like your face scan, for a certain amount of time to ensure that you are not there. So, I feel like they're both of very similar kinda realms. I don't have a better word for it. Of where it's kind of infringing on your privacy. It's kind of infringing on your right to privacy. It feels a little police statey, a little government surveillance-y. But at the end of the day, this isn't a government organization managing this thing. As far as we know, I don't think it has been unveiled what system is being used to manage these ID scans, these facial scans, but I feel like both people are right to be upset and be put off by these things, while at the same time feeling like, what else are they supposed to do, you know? Like, what else are they supposed to do to combat scalping when it continues to happen regardless of the employees not selling to them? Like, if the employees can still not sell to them, clearly they're finding some sort of way around this. There's some sort of, like, backdoor dealings happening. There's some sort of workaround or loophole that they are finding to scalp and sell these products. So, after a point, the only thing you can do is apply stricter and stricter regulations to prevent anybody from acquiring too much of the product that is being scalped. At some point, you have to weigh the odds. It's like, okay, well, nobody is making you shop at the Pokemon Center. This isn't like what are those cameras? Fleece cameras, I think they're called. This isn't like a camera out in the street scanning people against their will. You have to make a conscious decision to shop at these Pokemon locations, be it a Pokemon pop-up store or the Pokemon Center or whatever else. You are making the conscious choice to shop there. So therefore you are consenting to them scanning your ID. You are consenting to them scanning your face. So it's one thing, it is being done by choice. It is your choice to shop there, just as it is their choice to find whatever means they deem necessary to combat scalping. All other means up to this point have clearly not been working. So, do you want to be able to buy Pokemon products, or do you not? Do you want to avoid paying scalper prices, or do you not? Like, clearly, over here in the West, we have our own deal going on, because a lot of the issues herein comes from, like, yeah, the policies to prevent scalping exist, but a lot of the people at, like, Targets and Walmarts or whatever else, not only do not uphold those regulations that the Pokemon Company is setting out, that the Target Corporation is setting out, that the Walmart Corporation is setting out, but some of them are literally the people holding the background dealings, the backdoor dealings, and selling to their friends in private deals. A lot of the people working the Target, working the Walmart that are supposed to prevent the scalping are literally enabling the scalping because it's their friends that are the scalpers. It's the managers of these stores that are allowing this shit to fly, allowing this shit to go down because they are literally taking a cut. They are making part of the profit by allowing the scalping to continue. They don't want to stop the scalping. They're profiting from it. It's their friends doing the scalping. So, clearly, like, the lighter regulations aren't doing anything. I say we, over here in the States, and presumably in Europe as well, it's the West, we don't have the integrity to actually stop this shit. On a general level, it's completely on a store-by-store basis. If you get lucky, the store that you shop at, the manager might have might be morally opposed to scalping, might see it as a problem and won't allow it within their stores. And then on what's seeming to be more and more common is the managers of these stores are literally the ones taking the cut. They're literally the ones encouraging this behavior. They're the ones leaking the restock times. They're the ones allowing them to buy beyond the purchase limit. They're the ones who are literally taking product from the back and selling it to them directly before it's even hit shelves. So when that kind of behavior is going on, what do you do? How do you combat it? Well, the clear and obvious answer here is it doesn't matter if a person working the store has a bias towards a particular scalper, because if they're scanning your fucking face, it doesn't matter. You can't bypass the system. If the system is literally designed to not sell to you beyond the limit, and they're scanning your face, scanning your government ID, then there is no personal opinion, no personal morals being taken into account. It simply is or it isn't. You are either allowed to buy or you are not. So, I am all for protecting privacy. I am all for upholding your rights to privacy, your right to privacy, but you do not have a right to scalp. This is a privately owned business. The Pokemon Company is a privately owned business, and the Pokemon Company actually makes up a very large portion of the, like, Japanese export. Pokemon is a huge export. Hey, bro Alex, I appreciate that. But yeah, like, the Pokemon Company and Japan's economy as a whole only loses out when scalpers are able to get their hands on all the Pokemon product and upcharge people. It kills a lot of people's desire to engage with the hobby, which negatively affects the Pokemon brand. And overall, like, it's just not good for anybody. The only people benefiting from scalping are scalpers. And people are done with it. People are fed up with it. No. I came up with the idea of the design for myself, but I did commission somebody to make it for me, just because I'm not really good with the whole art side of things. So I helped come up with the design, and then an artist helped me like clean up and finalize the design, and then somebody else made the model. I've touched it up here and there, like tweaked it for little things, like adding the Pokemon badges on my chest for when I do Pokemon streams. But other than that, no, I had help from artists and whatnot. But yeah, I went off on a little tangent there. Let's keep going with the article here. Scroll down a little bit. You know, I am doing this little article thing right now, but since you actually asked, and most people don't ask, I do actually have lore. I do have VTuber lore. The general, like, shortened down Cliff Notes version, if you will, is that I am the crown prince of a fallen nation from the past who was sent into the future after running afoul of an angry, time-controlling, time-manipulating forest spirit, and now I live in the present day, in the ruins of the castle that my family once owned, and I am making my life as a streamer, because since I am long thought to be dead, time travel is not a well-known or openly acknowledged thing in this world. I pretty much have to live my whole life behind a desk, because if I go out, people will realize that magic and shit is real, and that's probably not good for anybody. So that's the shortened, condensed version. But I also do have a longer written out version of it on my VTuber links page. That's on my card page, CARRD. If you wanted to read like the full lore version of it, that's available on there. I have that whole typed out thing. I would like to do like a lore video or like a lore comic at some point, but that's not super high on my priorities list, unfortunately. But let me lock back in on the discussion. So continuing here, let me scroll up just a little bit more. There we go. Continuing here, Pokemon facial recognition system rejects repeat visits. According to an official Pokemon TCG notice updated on July 24th, every shopper of elementary school age or older must undergo facial recognition when entering a store and receiving a numbered queue ticket. Preschool children are exempt, but they cannot enter alone and must be accompanied by a guardian. Each person is limited to one store entry per queue ticket per day, and if the system detects that someone has entered twice or collected more than one ticket, an alert will appear and the person will automatically be denied entry. Customers must also notify a member of staff before temporarily leaving the store. Anyone who exits without staff confirmation will not be allowed back inside, even if they left without completing a purchase. Consent to the facial recognition system is a condition of entry. Shoppers who refuse to scan or do not agree to the rules will be denied both store access and a queue ticket. Pokemon says it will collect each affected customer's number of visits and facial image data, and the information will be securely stored for an unspecified period of time before being deleted. If I had to guess, that would probably be like around a week. But let's address some of this here. This first little bit here is actually very interesting. That is elementary school or older, meaning that there's a classic technique over here in the Western sphere of Pokemon and general TCG scalping, where a scalper will bring their family, bring their wife, bring their child as a means of bypassing the limit, right? They will be like, hey, look, no, I'm actually not buying for myself. I'm buying for my kids. So here's the extra stuff, and then they will hit that technique over and over and over and over again. Uh, but now this system incorporates them into that loop as well. Now your kids are also being scanned. If you want to pull this tech, you are consenting to your children's face being scanned and them holding on to that information to ensure that you don't pull some sneaky shit. You don't try to pull one over on an employee who hasn't seen you before. Pull that over in like another location, or come back when like the shifts have changed and different employees are there. That stuff don't fly with this system. And once again, I need to like say this again here. I am all for protecting privacy, but once again, this is a privately owned business, and this scalping bullshit has gone unpunished and unaddressed for far too long. They're being left with very little alternative options to quell the scalping epidemic. And that's what it is. It is an epidemic that is been unable to be addressed by any other like means. And any other means that are like less strict than this have done virtually nothing to stop it. I mean, not necessarily a Pokemon related thing, but you can look to the One Piece TCG and the recent controversy surrounding the Shonen Jump magazine, where they put a they put a limited edition One Piece trading card inside the release of Shonen Jump magazine, and the release of the magazine also corresponded to the final chapter of the Blue Box slice of life romance series in the serialization of the magazine, meaning that people who were just trying to read the magazine were competing with scalpers. The magazine sold out instantly across every fucking platform, because from the people who wanted to scalp the card and resell the card, and the people who just wanted to read the magazine were unable to do so, and unable to read the final chapter of a series they've been reading for who knows how long because of TCG scalpers. The problem has even plagued Japan. It is everywhere, and they are getting sick of it. People are sick of it. If you think people's desire to buy Pokemon product doesn't surpass their desire to not have their face scanned, you will be thoroughly surprised. If the American Pokemon Center store, like the online store right now, was like, hey guys, you must now upload government ID to shop with us, you think people wouldn't do it? You think people would be like, nope, I'm taking a stand, I'm not buying product? No. More than likely, people would be like, oh my god, finally! I can buy some Pokemon cards without all the stuff getting scalped before I even have a chance. Bots would become useless. Essentially, bots would become completely meaningless junk, because they would have no ID to upload. And even if they did, there would be no way for them to bypass the purchase limits, because they don't have a roster of IDs that they can cycle through. So like, what are you gonna do? What do you say? I can't even be mad at it, bro. As much as I'm like, hey, stop encouraging government mandated ID, stop encouraging the government surveillance state, stop doing this and that. As a privately owned business, they are within their rights to do so. It's not like they're as long as they're not selling this information to like private companies that are then selling it to the government. If this is being done in-house, I don't know who is managing this system or what, but I cannot say that it is a bad thing when when scalpers are not being held accountable by any other means. Like, you think I don't want to open some fucking Pokemon cards? You think I don't want to open One Piece cards? I'm a massive One Piece fan. I'm a massive Pokemon fan. I have not bought cards in years because I refuse to sit at my computer like a fucking no-life goober praying to beat a scalper to purchasing some random shit. I'm not going to stake outside of a Target or a Walmart hoping to beat the other people who are waiting for the restock. Like, that's not me. So yeah, I probably would give my ID to the Pokemon Company if it meant that I could actually buy Pokemon cards. I don't call me a fucking sellout. Call me whatever you want. Look, there's two options here. There's two options. Either they keep upping the restrictions to the point that there is no way to outbrain the system and they are no longer allowed to scalp, or two, it is made illegal. And everybody who is caught scalping, they are traced back to their accounts by which they are selling the scalped product, and they are arrested. They are charged. And we all know that shit ain't happening. There ain't a politician on this planet that loves me enough to fucking make scalping illegal. They just don't exist. So, between the two, only one of them's actually happening. Only one of them's doing something to stop scalping. So, do with that information what you will. There's really no other option at this point. The stores have tried playing nice. The Pokemon Company has tried playing nice. And every single regulation that they put out there, the scalpers find some way around it. Via all the different methods that I mentioned before. With it being like an inside job and all those things. So, eventually it was always going to get to this point. There was never going to be a way around it getting to this point when nothing else stopped them. They're not just going to say, well, guys, we tried. Guess the scalpers just get to go and do whatever they want. Oh, eventually it gets to this point. And I would not be the least bit surprised if it becomes a mainstay regular thing at every single Pokemon Center across Japan. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a mainstay thing eventually in these United States. In Europe. I would not be surprised if the western branches of the Pokemon Company are like, hey, we're going to be doing this here too. Deal with it. And nobody's going to be able to say a darn thing about it. Yeah, Pokemon collecting will die in the retail space. And I'm sure a lot of retailers will probably be sad about that. But shoulda gate kept y'all shit from the scalpers a little better. Are gonna be heading out. All right, thanks for stopping by, Brody. We're gonna be gaming a little bit soon, so thanks for making it through the halfway point. Yeah, let me see. Do we have any more of this article here? We do have the this last little bit here, so we'll just wrap things up. The company officially describes the system as a way to provide a safe shopping environment, prevent crime, and enforce admission and purchasing restrictions fairly. While resellers are not named, preventing repeat entry also makes it harder for professional buyers to repeatedly purchase limited stock before genuine collectors and children get the opportunity. The measure follows Pokemon's separate proposal. The measure follows Pokemon's separate proposal to introduce My Number identity checks for certain Pokemon Center online sales, lotteries, and other official events in Japan. That system remains under consideration for a possible launch around August 2026 and has not yet been implemented. You know, this is kind of what we were talking about before. This was the ID thing that was brought up back during our Mario Galaxy playthrough, and I actually think this one is a good idea and a good way around the whole face scan stuff and the government ID check stuff. I mentioned this before, and there is a fun way, even a fun way that you can implement it for the Pokemon fans. But for anybody who hasn't heard my breakdown before, I'll reiterate it here for all the people hearing it for the first time. Inside the Pokemon universe, within the context of the games, and within the context of the anime and stuff, there is the concept of the Trainer ID. The Trainer ID tracks is your proof that you are a licensed Pokemon trainer, that you have the legal authority to go out and catch Pokemon. And in the context of the games, it also displays your Pokemon badges and shows that you are able to proceed to the Pokemon League, challenge the Elite Four, and all those things. Now, it's not a perfect solution, because in order to create these trainer IDs, you would still need to, at one point or another, link it to a government ID. But it's better than having it scanned every time. Just dish out Pokemon trainer IDs. Everybody who buys Pokemon product from an official Pokemon Center is a trainer. Their ID is scanned at one point during the creation of the trainer ID, and from then on, all you need is the trainer ID. You don't need to use your government ID anymore from that point on, and then it just becomes only one ID per trainer, because the trainer creating the ID was linked to like your government ID at one point during the creation process, and then everything from then on is just flash your ID, scan it. Have you shopped this before? Sorry, bro, you shopped this before. You cannot go beyond the purchase limit. Bing, bang, boom. And make it be like one grand unified system. Like, say I'm traveling to Japan. Fucking, they got a little scanner up front, scan my little trainer ID. Boop. Okay, you haven't shopped here before. Go on in, buddy. Do your thing. Scan it again at the checkout. Ooh, okay, you're within the purchase limit. Go ahead and buy this product, bro. They can even incorporate like a customization aspect of it. You can go into the Pokemon Center website, customize your thing, change your trainer ID photo, maybe, and change what your theme is, maybe what your Pokemon partner next to it is. Like, they can make it fun. And then they'll ship you out your trainer ID once you've customized it. And then everything past the first one, it'll cost like a couple bucks to get issued a new ID. With a new design on it, or whatever else. The same way that if you were shopping at like Kinokuniya, how they have like the customized like member cards, and you can pay to swap to a different member design if they drop a new design that you like in the future. There are systems in place here that we can adapt to and use, and I think just to reiterate what I was saying back when they first announced this stuff, I definitely think that this is the first step towards a system that every Pokemon like retailer, like every official like Pokemon Center, Pokemon Pop-Up, all those things are using. It won't be the government ID checks, it'll be the trainer card checks. I'm telling you, they're gonna incorporate the old trainer cards. Everybody used to love doing that anyways. It used to be like this big, fun, cool thing in the Pokemon thing where you would upload your trainer card in the forum. They had like the Poke Charms website where you would put your team on the card and pick whatever trainer sprite you most identified with, and it was a fun thing and everybody loved doing it. It'll literally just be another version of that, except it'll be a physical card. And even for the people who don't want to pay for a physical card, they'll probably have like an app that'll have a digital version of the card that they can still scan from your phone. The same way that they can scan like a movie ticket off like the barcode in the Regal app or the AMC app or whatever else. You know? This is where we're headed. This is what's gonna happen, since nobody else wants to handle scalpers in the way that you gotta handle business. You gotta handle the scalpers, and eventually we look, mark my words, bro. Mark my words. Take it from SugarBearVT. You listening in chat right now. You watching the video back right now. We are on the Pokemon Trainer Card timeline. Eventually, the Pokemon Trainer Card is going to be the way of the future for all Pokemon fans. Believe me. Believe that. We are in the Trainer Card timeline. But, yeah, it looks like that's the end of the article. That's all they had for us today. A little bit shorter on the discussion side of things, but I figured it would be fun to revisit this topic since we discussed the first part of it way back when. Let me know what you guys think. I know this one is very contentious. This one is very divisive amongst the Pokemon fans, amongst the people who are very anti-government surveillance and all that stuff. So I know this is very conflicted, but I feel like we are rapidly approaching the right path to be on. We're just gonna have to go through some growing pains before we get there. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. All that good stuff to let me know and the algorithm know that you want to see more content like this. And I will see you guys for the next one. Peace. Okay, video segment done. We're gonna go ahead and get back into some more Pokemon gaming. Let's see here. What are we looking at? What are we dealing with? Yeah, we're probably gonna do some more. Probably gonna do some more Pokemon Champions, because why not? My mood has brightened just a wee bit since that ridiculous battle that we were doing late earlier on in the stream. I'm vibing a little bit now, so we can probably go and do some more of that. Oh yeah, let me change my stream title back. There we go. That, and then this. Okie dokie. Pokemon Champions. Okay, I think we are doing good. I think we're ready. Okay. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. One of my friends was DMing me on Discord. I'm gonna play some Pokemon music for y'all while I get this pulled up. So bear with me for just a sec, guys. Alrighty. Oh, my voice cracked. I guess the article did a number on me. I'll have to ease up on my voice a little bit. Oh, let me go ahead and cut the music. And we should be good to swap scenes, so... There we go. Oh, I forgot to mirror my thing. Whoopsies. There we go. Alright, let me get another timer going, do my intro bit, and then we'll get into some more battles real quick. Alrighty guys, we're gonna keep it going here. We just got back from doing our little discussion segment, so now we're gonna jump into some more battles. Actually, I think I might do another recruitment real quick. Another little recruitment, see if we can get a shiny. So, how we looking? How we looking? Any good new friends? Oh, we got Bubbles. Bubbles or something. I don't think it's shiny, but I think it's something. Okay, we got Samurott, Bellybolt, Appleton, Musharna, Trevenant, Beedrill, Camerupt, Armarouge, Watchdog, and Empoleon. Empoleon's good. If I remember correctly, the bubbles are... Yep, Empoleon. It's got a... What is that, the Heavy Ball? Water Steel's a good combination. Empoleon's a great Pokemon. I feel if we got to get anybody, Empoleon is probably the bet. So, you know, that's a pretty good recruitment. I can't be mad at that one. That one's not bad at all. So, I'm probably not going to add him to the team right away. I might test him out a little bit off stream. Who knows for sure when he'll come into play. But I think I'm good keeping Melodic for now. We'll just jump back into things with the team that we have. We'll adjust as need be. But I think... Other than Hatterene, we're probably pretty set up. So right now we're going up against Monroe. Okay, we got another Gengar opponent, so I should probably bank on a Gengar starter. Got a Zoomeril in there as well, so... The ice typing could benefit me against Steelix. The ice typing could benefit me against Azumarill. And the ghost typing, I could go ghost for ghost and Destiny Bond against Gengar. That's probably a good starting point. Always a good lock-in for Dragonite. Dragon types are strong, so, you know. What is the likeliness of him using Whimsicott? Then again, even if he doesn't use Whimsicott, I could Salazzle in. That covers Whimsicott, that covers Steelix. Poison is always good with the Venoshock and the Toxic Sludge. So, I think we're doing this. All right, Monroe, let's see what you got for me. And I always knew it. They always go with the Gengar starter. They always do the fucking Gengar starter every time. I can read every Gengar player like a fucking book. Are they gonna Mega Evolve? Are they Mega Evolving? It doesn't seem like it's Mega Evolving. Okay, I think I can tank another one of those, so I can compensate for my Destiny Bond. I'll just Ice Shard. For a little bit of baby damage. Oh, you little punk! I think I can take another one. Okay. I'll risk it with the Destiny Bond. Oh, I can't use Destiny Bond after Taunt. Ooh. Whatever, we Blizzard. Okay. Well, I guess I don't need to Destiny Bond him. I guess I'll just out-muscle him. Wow, they actually did use Whimsicott. I don't even need to change, because I didn't lose Frostlass. Frostlass is basically my sacrificial pawn, so I don't even know what to do half the time that they don't kill her. And then we got the Steelix, of course. Oh, well. I might as well just keep Frostlass out of here since I haven't needed to switch. Oh! Shit. Honestly, I should have Destiny Bonded. I should have just Destiny Bonded. It's fine, though. We're still in it. We've got Fire Blast on Dragonite, and I'm just gonna go straight for the Salazzle, because why not? Let's hit him for... Let's just go for the Flamethrower. I love the 100% accuracy. You can't beat it. Quick Claw. Make sure we're going first. There we go. Easy peasy living greasy. You know what? Good. GG's, Monroe. Unfortunately for you, I have seen far too many people go with the Gengar starter. I knew it was coming. I could read it from a mile away. But GG's, good match. Let's keep it going. Oh, I got some stuff up there. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it going. We're gonna ride this momentum. Keep it going with another match. Give me somebody good, please. Somebody, good matchup for me, please. I'm begging. Please, good matchup, I beg. Another opponent whose name I cannot read. Unfortunate. I like to be able to give trainers their props when we battle, but there's not really much I can do. Okay, so we got a Frostlass in there, Corviknight, Absol, Garchomp, Arcanine, and Whimsicott. So, right off the bat, I'm feeling Milotic. Then again, he probably wouldn't use Garchomp as a starter. Garchomp is probably his anchor. We'll jump in with Dragonite. Milotic covers Garchomp as well as... Oh, no. What do I want to do here? Fire is probably the method, because that covers Whimsicott and Frostlass. And Corviknight. That's a really good pick with the Salazzle pick. And then... Shoot. I mean, I could Frostlass for Frostlass, just hit the Destiny Bond, because why not? Are they also hitting the Frostlass opener? No, no! Okay, they went Absol. Hold on. Family texted me. I'll just go immediately for the big damage. Hit him with a Draco Meteor. And then my stats are immediately returned by my feather. White herb, my bad, not feather. It's a leaf, not a feather. Garchomp, huh? Okay. Well, Ice Beam is an answer to that. Ooh, Rock Tomb, huh? And my speed fell. Ooh, that's dangerous. Not that it matters, baby. Ice Beam. Get that thing out of here. Thing could be trouble. And last up, we're up against Whimsicott. We might not even need to switch Mons. Just gonna hit him with a Fire Blast. Ooh, but Moonblast? Maybe, perhaps. Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're not one stocking it. Or we're not three stocking them. But I ain't even worried about it. We got Salazzle, the GOAT. And we'll just Flamethrower. Love me some 100% accuracy. GG's. Once again, a lot of this game just comes down to the read. Reading what your opponent is going to use is a integral part of winning in this game. So, GG's to whoever that player is. Unfortunately, I could not read their name. But thank you for the match, and we're going to keep it going. Keep up some good momentum. Excuse me. Catherine. Let's see what you got, Catherine. Okay, the internet is interneting. I don't know if that's my internet or if that's their internet. I don't see my bitrate dropping, so that's probably their internet. Okay, let's see what we got here. Charizard, Raichu, Kleavor, Hisuian, Decidueye. Okay, a lot of Hisuian Pokemon here. Okay, well, off rip. I want the Milotic. Milotic covers Arcanine and Charizard and Kleavor, and a lot of coverage there. A lot of coverage from the Milotic. Dragonite, once again, always just a safe bet to hit the Dragonite. But maybe, just maybe, it's been a while. Maybe Tyranitar is the play here. I mean, I could try to Destiny Bond once again. Destiny Bond with Frostlass is always a good bet, and we got the Ghost type over there with, what is that, Ceruledge? But... No, I think this might be a Tyranitar sort of day. I think this might be a Tyranitar sort of day, y'all. Perhaps. Then again, maybe... It's always a good time for Salazzle, though. I feel like I maybe should have locked in on Salazzle, but Tyranitar is also a pseudo-legendary, and pseudo-legendaries have a lot of power behind them. Even like if I don't have a type advantage, just having the Tyranitar pick is always not a bad idea. Doubling up on the pseudo-legendaries is not a bad idea between Dragonite and Tyranitar. What's your team, Catherine? What are we looking at here? Okay, I think it's just their internet is interneting. Unfortunate, but the Nintendo is not known for having great online. Aegislash, not Cerulite, just Aegislash. You know, they're probably gonna roast me for that one. Ooh, we are up against some internet right now. Yikes. Zoinks! See if we can't buy ourselves a couple turns of grace. Aegislash is probably faster than me, though. Probably have to cut some of this out of the video, assuming the internet keeps interneting. You know, while I'm thinking about Pokemon stuff, I did actually hear that I heard an interesting story, once again coming out of the Japanese side of things, but it is very funny. I heard that there is a guy's privately owned store, like his privately owned TCG shop was robbed, right? And they stole a ton of Pokemon product. And apparently the man has set out a One Piece style 1 million yen bounty on whoever like perpetrated the theft. And they only want him alive. They do not dead or alive. They said, "You will get 1 million yen if you bring me this fucker alive. Let me get my hands on whoever stole all this Pokemon product from me." And it's a 1 million yen bounty. I think that's like $100,000 or something like that. So not a small amount of money by any means. Like, that is life-changing money for some people. So crazy stuff. I don't really have much to say about that. It's just like a wild, bonkers story. But it's also very unfortunate that the scalping scene, or that the reseller scene, has gotten so powerful in Japan that you gotta worry about people breaking in and robbing your store. Because you know it was a fucking scalper. You know it was a reseller. So, very unfortunate, but also very just like interesting story overall. Like, I imagine being that guy right now, the guy who like stole from the store. You gotta be like sweating bullets right now, right? Oh, I guess we win. GG, Catherine. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real. If I knew, like, say one of my homeboys, I knew that they were the one who robbed the fucking store, I'm like, hey, you better cut me some fucking cheese, my boy. I'm being offered $100,000 to turn you in. You better be offering me something that makes that $100,000 look a little less enticing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm no narc, I'm no snitch, I'm no rat. But that's okay, HC, we're up against HC right now. But $100,000 is no small amount of money. You know? Alright, obvious, another Gengar opener. They always hit the Gengar opener. Whimsicott, Steelix, both of those are probably good for a Salazzle pick. And shoot. Do I want to bank on him using Charizard? Cause Azumarill, Drampa, I could always hit for the Dragonite, but do I bank on him using Charizard and just go for the Melodic for the type advantage? I've also got the Ice type. I've also got Ice Beam on there in case he uses Azumarill. That's an option. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I've also got, then again, I've also got Ice Beam and Fire Blast on, yeah, Dragonite. It's just Dragonite. It's always Dragonite. You gotta lock in, gotta lock in. All right, HC, let's see what you got. Of course, it's Charizard. I should have known. Well, I am probably at a disadvantage right now, but I'm banking on the Destiny Bond. Hopefully he uses like a Fire Blast or something, tries to one-shot me. If I'm lucky, he'll one-shot, and I can take him out with me. Actually, there we go. Woo! Yep. Thank God for Destiny Bond, huh? We can go mon for mon. Dragonite's probably the safe pick. Gengar, huh? Well, safer pick than Salazzle on my end, but I'll just hit him for big damage. Ooh. Always go big damage, always go big damage. And then my white herb fixes my thing. Oh, Draco Meteor was disabled. That could pose a problem. Draco Meteor being disabled could pose a problem. Alright, we'll just go for Ice Beam. No! Yeesh. Well, let's hope whatever we're up against next is bad against fire. Steelix, maybe? I could deal with a Steelix. No, he's probably doing... Oh, no, a Azumarill. Okay. I could deal with a Azumarill. Or can I? I was kind of wrong about that Ice Beam thing, huh? For some reason, I was thinking ice is good against water. Ice is, in fact, not good against water. Whatever. We'll just go for the extreme speed. Get in whatever damage we can. Yep, okay. I'm betting it all on you, Salazzle. You must keep our streak alive, girl. Please. Sludge Bomb, big damage, Quick Claw. Give me something. Come on. Come on, Jimmy. Big damage, big damage, big damage. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's my girl. That's my girl! GG's, HC. GG's. Unfortunately, you cannot best the power of my wife. My wife holding it down, bro. And we're up to rank 2. And we've got some good carry. We've got some good carryover from the win streak. Okay. Okay, we're still in it. We're still in it. We're still in it. We're gonna keep the momentum going. Maybe we can get out of Pokeball tier after all. Who knows? The power of gaming on stream. Another name I can't read. Okay. Okay. So, right off the bat, that Incineroar Shiny's calling out to me. I feel like that's going to be a problem. He's definitely going to end up using the Garchomp, because of course he's going to use the fucking Garchomp. And... Okay. 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 I'm banking a lot here. I'm banking a lot here. Frostlass. We're gonna keep the same comp. We're gonna... No. Same comp. Same comp. We're just gonna... This comp has not yet failed us. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. I am banking on them using Incineroar first. They're gonna one-shot me. I'm gonna Destiny Bond, as you do, and then hopefully Metagross or Garchomp are in there, but gold something or other. Goldino. I don't know what that dude's called. I know his comp has been going crazy lately. Okay. Well, you know, the ice is to my advantage. I might not have to Destiny Bond. We'll Mega Evolve into Blizzard. Maybe we can one-shot. A one-shot would be nice. Open up the game. Oh, ew, 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 ew. I don't much appreciate that little sneaky shit you did, bro. I don't much appreciate that sneaky shit. But hey, we could swap two. We could swap two. We get Salazzle in there. I believe in you, girl. You're faster than him. You're faster than him, plus you got Quick Claw. Oh, fuck me. Okay, we might be cooked. Oh, we might be cooked. Oh, no. We might not be cooked. Alright, bro. Of course! Are we seriously playing cat and mouse here? Come on! The withdrawing and the unwithdrawing. Come on, come on, come on. Whatever, I'll just stick with Salazzle. Fuck. Oh my god! I should have Destiny Bonded. No, wait, because it was outspeeding me. Alright. Dragonite, it's time for you to lock in, brother. It's time for you to lock in. We have no other options. You're gonna have to win this. You're gonna have to win this for the whole squad, bro. I believe in you, though. I believe in you. I believe. We're not cooked yet. Of all the Mons to have left alive, Dragonite's definitely the pick. Alright, hit him with the Ice Beam. Come on, you're faster than him. Surely you're faster than him. Ooh! Ooh! Fuck. Fuck my ass, bro! Alright, GG. GG. You won that one fair and square. Can't even be mad at it. It was on a little bit of pussy shit with the back-to-back withdrawals, but I can't be mad at it. Oh, I am hungry. What's crazy is I even had lunch today, but somehow I'm hungrier than I normally am. Okay. We've seen this team comp before. Shoot. Fuck, I don't even want to think. I don't even want to think. I'm too hungry to think. You know, I've got some bar mix down here. Some little pub mix. Expired yet? July 2026. I mean, it's technically still July, so it's probably safe to eat. Yeah, let me munch on some of this. A little stale. Something better than nothing. Fuck it, we Destiny Bond. Come on, one shot me, bro. Ah, fuck me. Well, I overestimated myself. Buddy man here clearly knows what he's doing. He was clearly anticipating the Destiny Bond tech. So I can't be mad at that. Sometimes you just get outplayed. Oh, Draco Meteor. Always big damage. Uh-huh. Good boy. We can probably wrap this up with extreme speed. There we go. Alright, Dragonite, hang in there, buddy. Alright. Fire Blast. Oh shit, what does that do? Oh, special defense, huh? I can probably take you out. No. What's a Fire Blast again? Wow. This pub mix that I'm eating is very, very stale. Yeah, you can Destiny Bond me, honey. I do not care. Alright, GG, you. I can't tell if this person is just actually... you know, I run into so many people with, like, different language names. I can't always tell if they're actually, like, Japanese or Korean or whatever else, or if they're just LARPing. If they're just weebs, you know? Luximer? Alright, let's see what you got, bro. Gengar opener. Shoot. Probably gonna use Aggron, too. Keep the same comp. Locking in on the same comp. Alrighty. Gaming. Oh, Luxembourg's a lady. Oh, Grimmsnarl. I'm not really a Grimmsnarl fan. I think Grimmsnarl was kind of ugly. What is Grimmsnarl's typing? I don't really know who's a good pick for Grimmsnarl. I'll just go Dragonite. He's a good all-rounder. Oh! That was crazy. Never heard of that move. Shit, and there goes my white herb. I can't use it for my Draco Meteor. Did he just fucking curse at me? You little bitch. What a dolphin, what a dolphin, what a dolphin, dolphin. Do 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 do. Oh no no no. Damn. Do it again. That was decent. Extreme speed to compensate for my lack of speed. Ruh-roh. Okay. Not sure what we're doing now. What are we doing? What are we up against? Ah, of course. Fuck it, we'll just destroy our speed. You know, I thought when they didn't do the Gengar opener, I could have swore that they just didn't have Gengar on their team. Every Gengar player uses the fucking Gengar opener, but I don't think you're gonna one-shot me. I was wrong. You know, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes we're wrong. I'll take the risk on the not 100% accuracy. Okay. Yeah, guys. I don't think we're winning this one. Yeah, Destiny Bond doesn't work that way. Oh. I guess it does. Well, congratulations, Luxembourg. GG's. I was outplayed. That was a relatively quick loss, so I think I got time for one more before we head over to do some reaction videos. Gonna let that rock. Okay, got another Whimsicott, Aggron. You. Get my Luddic out there. Have her do something. Aggron, huh? Well. Sorry, little buddy. Yeah, this one ain't looking too good for you, bud. But you know what? It happens to the best of us. Sometimes we just get a bad matchup. Can we 3-stock is the question. I think I've answered the question. My speed. Well, GG. It happens to the best of us, bro. Don't feel too down about it. Melodic is kind of that bitch, though, for real. She is everything that she thinks she is. Well, that's probably all I got in me for this video. Let's see what we got. Maybe we'll do another recruitment. Just to round things off. Okay, not bad, not bad, not mad at that. Achievements. Got Frostlass Admirer, that's pretty good, I like that. Skier, or Skier. I said Skier, what the fuck is... It's not even a word. And then got a couple placements on the Battle Pass. Okay, let's round things off with one final recruitment before we go check out some videos. Anything good? Anything good? Nope. Oh, but we do get a Swampert. That's good. Also my Go Sharpedo. I love Sharpedo. But I do think I gotta go Swampert for this one. Sharpedo's my favorite water type, but I feel like the water ground combination has more to contribute to what I'm doing right now, so I'm gonna get one more look at him. I mean, that is my Go. And Rough Skin is good. No, no, no. We'll go Swampert. We'll go Swampert. Hold on. I had to suck all the dust off my fingers, all the snack dust. Alrighty then. Alright, boys and girls, that's about all we got for Pokémon Champions today. You know, it was nice to revisit the game after not playing it in so long. I might actually hit another one of these next week. I had a good time. I got a little tilted during the first little batch, but you know, it's just easy to sit here and mindlessly play Pokemon for like a very extended period of time. So I'm feeling good about that. Maybe you'll see it again next week. Maybe. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check out of the video today, and then we're gonna go do some reaction stuff. Oh, okay. So, congratulations, Luxembourg. Unfortunately, I do not speak Spanish, but I appreciate you for battling with me. You got the upper hand on me. You definitely deserve that dub. Sometimes you just get outplayed, and unfortunately, I was outmatched in that matchup. So, I appreciate you for battling with me. But we're gonna go ahead and head over and do some reaction videos now that we've wrapped up our last battle. So go ahead and we're gonna head over to chatting while we wrap this up. Let me go ahead and close out of the game for a little bit. Okay, let's see. I know of one video that I want to react to today, but I don't know if there's been any other good stuff that has dropped in the past few hours. So let me do a little search up, see if there's anything good and new that I have not yet heard about. SDCC trailers. Let's see, anything. Yeah. I was trying to go for the Destiny Bond. I didn't have the best picks for my starter. I was really expecting you to go with a different starter, and I thought that I would be able to Destiny Bond my way out of it and go Mon for Mon, but unfortunately, it didn't play out that way, and Frostlass was pretty much all I had left for me. But I appreciate you stopping by, and it was a GG's as well. Thank you for the battle. Surely it was your win this time around. Maybe next time not so much. Who's to say? Grimmsnarl with okay. I'll be honest with you, I did not remember what typing Grimmsnarl was. That's completely on me. I was like, Grimmsnarl, what type is Grimmsnarl again? So I just took a gamble on the Grimmsnarl. I was like, Dragonite's a good all-arounder, so I threw him out there, but yeah, I honestly could not even remember what type Grimmsnarl was to accurately, like, combat it. Like, just off the top of my head, I was like blanking. I'm like, fuck, what type is he again? And I just guessed. And my guessing did not pay off. Yeah, I don't see any other new trailers worth looking at here, so I guess we're just gonna check out the Lanterns trailer. I've been sitting on this one for a couple days now because I wanted to react to it on stream with everybody. So let me go ahead and pull this one up. Okay, full screen. I bet head back to Gamba. Or to gaming and go get this up. And you too, Luxembourg. I hope you're able to climb a couple ranks before the season ends. I'm probably gonna be playing off stream in my own time, try to climb a couple ranks myself. So thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the advice, and you have a good one, brother. All right, you have a good one, madam, I believe. I'm trying to remember. I think your avatar was a lady avatar. Either way, thanks for stopping by, and hope you have a good one. Bro, I am foolish. I was I was like, why isn't this thing showing up on screen? It wasn't even a fucking... I was on the wrong input. Okay, yeah, that looks about full screen. Let me pull out a beer and check. Yeah, that seems about right. Let me lower myself a little bit. Okay. Yeah. How's the audio looking? Maybe a little louder, just a little. Any woo woo. Maybe a tiny bit louder. There, maybe like that.
It's time to get up, Junior.
Okay, yeah, that seems about fine. Let me run it back and do a little video intro. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, SugarBearVT, and we are back for one more reaction video coming from the San Diego Comic-Con trailer drops. I'm a couple days late on this one, but I was holding off because I wanted to watch it on stream with y'all. So, we've got here Lanterns, which will be coming to HBO Max. It's the next installment in James Gunn's DCU. I know opinions were a little divided off the first trailer. I thought tonally it was interesting. I know people have mixed feelings, though. People have mixed feelings about Hal Jordan being older. People have mixed feelings about there not being very much green in the trailers up to this point, but maybe that'll change this time. Maybe it won't. There's also been a lot of speculation about what kind of story it's going to be telling, from what other Lantern Corps might be appearing, whether it's the Red Lanterns, or I've even heard some people speculating about it possibly being an adaptation of Blackest Night, meaning we might see some Black Lantern action, which would be goated. The Darkest Night is, or Blackest Night is a very, very cool Green Lantern comic run. I'm a big fan of that, but, yeah, let's just see what the trailer has to offer. This is my first time watching it, so let's see what they got. All right, we've got, I believe it's Alan Pierce is his name, the guy playing John Stewart.
Get up, Junior.
I'm hoping to see a little bit more ring action in this one.
Space cop.
No, I'm just being trained.
All
right, new lesson. Take the ring and fly.
Just fly.
I'm sorry. Fly, please.
Okay. Oh.
What's that?
Oh, right off the bat, we're already getting a lot more green and a lot of like ring energy. So I'm fucking with that. I'm trying to go.
What do you think is going on?
I'm trying to go all the way through this one once without stopping it.
These victims are gonna end up being alien.
Based on what?
I have a feeling.
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is more than just a feeling.
This is a threat no one's ever seen before.
What do you know about manhunters?
Oh.
Where'd you hear that word?
Hey, yo. Okay. Okay, are the villains in the show gonna be the Manhunters?
To ever exist in the galaxy. It could take the form of any species.
Hey, okay.
It could be anyone.
Okay.
He's gonna send an army
Woo.
to put you down.
Hey. The homie guy.
Do you resent Hal Jordan?
The ring's always been mine.
There's a lot more green in this trailer.
More.
Sinestro.
Hey, yo.
You don't really believe he's your backup, do you, Hal?
No,
Let's say what he actually is.
my replacement.
Bruh. Are we actually doing the bit? Are we doing Hal Jordan Yellow Lantern?
In Blackest Night.
No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
I mean, it looks good. Tonally, it is. Hold on.
Large beer.
Okay. I like the way that the constructs look when they dematerialize. I think that's a pretty cool effect. Tonally, it is still very interesting. It does not really feel like what I would expect a Green Lantern series to feel like, but it's not bad. A lot more green and a lot more constructs in this trailer. I know that a lot of people were probably happy about that. I know that was one of the major complaints about the first trailer. Let's click through here, see what some of the interesting stuff is. Close up of the ring. I actually do like this ring design a fair bit. I know I've seen some people complaining about it, like, it's not green enough, it's not green enough. We've gotten plenty of Green Lantern ring designs in the past that have gold or silver accents, so I don't really see it as something worth complaining about. It just sounds like nitpicking, but cool design. I also noticed that this little construct bird appeared later in the trailer when they're falling out of the back of the van. So I wonder if this, like, his little bird thing is going to be like his sidekick or whatever. I want to see where they were talking about the Manhunters. Where they were talking about the Manhunters here. Yeah, so, not to be confused with Martian Manhunter. The Manhunters, I only know in passing. I haven't read a ton of Green Lantern comics, but the Manhunters did have a presence in the Justice League, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited animated series, I believe. I believe the Manhunters were involved in a plot to frame John Stewart, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute since I watched the Justice League cartoon, but I do vaguely remember them being there. I also remember them being, like, very large and hulking, almost like Darkseid-ish in stature, with red uniforms, gray skin, and carrying, like, batons or something like that. So I wonder if that is sort of what we're going for here. I do see, like, a red outfit, but we don't really see anything beyond that. Now, the cross here, like the cross-banded belt, does evoke a feeling of Martian Manhunter, but as far as I know, I don't think that Martian Manhunter and the Manhunters have any, like, linking threads in the comics. Once again, I haven't read very many Green Lantern comics, so don't take me as, like, some sort of authority on it. Once again, Nathan Fillion, Guy Gardner, love him. I think, a lot of people were saying, like, way back when Superman came out, like, it's crazy to think that at least up till this point, we'll see how it progresses from here, but there's a legitimate, like, stretch of time where the best on-screen representation of a Green Lantern in live action that we've had is from fucking Guy Gardner, which is crazy, because I did not know of any Guy Gardner fans back in the day, but very cool to see him carrying over here. I know that some people were thinking that he wasn't going to be in the show at all, because of Hal's, like, kind of attitude that he was taking with Jean in the first trailer of him being, like, the only Green Lantern in the sector. So I wonder what how I'm supposed to take that, if part of the show is taking place in the past, part of the show is taking place in the present. Maybe Hal was the only, but then Guy came into the picture. Maybe he doesn't acknowledge him as a true Green Lantern, or maybe this is like Death of Superman type stuff, where in the comics, during the initial encounter with Doomsday, Guy Gardner had actually been expelled from the Lantern Corps and was his own, like, free agent Lantern, and he was working with I believe the Justice Society of America, the Justice League of America. So I wonder if maybe that's the thing, like, maybe him joining up with Lord Tech was, like, defied some sort of contractual thing, and he's technically no longer a part of the Green Lantern Corps. I really don't know. I don't know what path we could be on for that. Cool drill. cool little drill construct. Just overall cool to have more constructs in this. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. Sinestro. I don't want them to do the whole bit of Hal Jordan becoming a Yellow Lantern, joining the Sinestro Corps, harnessing fear. I don't want that the road to, I especially don't want it for like all the Hal Jordan fans. I think all the people who are like really hoping for a good and faithful adaptation of the Hal Jordan character, I think immediately there was already a lot of like contention about them jumping into him being an older man and immediately being replaced by Jon Stewart. But I feel like it makes it even worse if we like do the whole bit of him harnessing fear, abandoning the green, going yellow. I don't know if that's I don't think that's the right choice, and hopefully this is just more like a bait and switch type of thing, and that's not the path that we're going down, because I don't want to see. I believe John becomes or Hal becomes Parallax, I believe, is when he harnesses fear and goes all yellow, I think. I don't know. Once again, haven't read a ton of Green Lantern comics. I'm pulling from what little data bank of knowledge that I have about Green Lantern. Oh, what is this freaky shot here with the door opening?
Let those who worship evil's might.
Interesting.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Yeah, so I guess, I'm guessing that them using these human characters is just a way for them to save on the budget, not have them be in Manhunter makeup and CGI the whole time. I get that from a showmaking perspective, but it also just does look weird for people viewing it outside of like the context of the show. Like just seeing Green Lantern fighting a bunch of terrestrial threats, like random cowboy yeehaw people with guns, is certainly a choice, but I'm not too mad at it. Now that I know that they're doing like a whole Manhunter kind of storyline, I'm honestly feeling a lot better about the tone of the show now than I had previously. So Lanterns coming August 16th. That probably won't be something I react to on the channel. I still haven't graduated to doing full-on show reactions on the channel yet. I still don't know what the appropriate or what the smart way to go about doing those types of reactions are. But I'll at the very least I'll be talking about it in my free time. Maybe I'll do like a post-season wrap-up review type thing, if anything. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the reaction. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It lets me and the algorithm know what you guys want to see more of. And also make sure that you won't miss any of the future reactions, future streams, future movie reviews, any of the content that I make over here on the SugarBearVT channel. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, peace. Okay. My phone is withering away on battery right now. I got the 10% notification about at the beginning of the fucking video, so I don't think I got much more in me. Hopefully we can do some more reactions next time. I'll make sure that I'm fully charged up before we go live to compensate for it. But that's all I got for y'all today. We'll be live again on Thursday for some more Little Witch No Beta. So I hope to see you guys there for that. And yeah. I'll see you guys later. Peace, peace.